ask yourself why. First of all, this is a guy who's glorified by media, who's glorified by Hollywood. This is someone who they view as a creative genius in many respects. Does this look like creative genius to you? Why would you want to take something that's evil, that's identifiably evil, Satan, pure, unadulterated evil, and put it on stage and sing its praises, essentially, by doing this under the guise of art? It's not art. This is praise. They are praising evil when they do this. There's a sickness about this. And by the way, they're trying to normalize this for young people who see this and now think, we can shut that off, who see this and now think that that's totally cool, right? Who think that's totally, the devil costume. Oh, yeah. This isn't just a Halloween costume. For those of you out there saying, I was a devil one year. This isn't that. Look at what this is. And why would you make your show about the devil? Why? There's an evilness to it. There just is. There'll be people out there that say, oh, Jed, you're being so extreme. You're being so extreme. Is it really? You have all the options in the world of what to do with your creative freedom, and you chose some sort of satanic ritual? And the problem is with me? Self-reflect. Self-reflect. Okay, so then the next show, let's do This Is Him Again, by the way. Mute this one also, Deli, the last one. This is a demonic show. This is being hailed as body confidence. Look, it says point of view. I need Sam Smith's body confidence. Because obviously there's the chunk, going on there. Separate topic.
He's gained so much weight, too.
A lot of weight, yeah. Wonder what he's eating. Bugs, maybe? I don't think so. Yeah, he's telling you to eat bugs. He's eating a big old filet mignon. But look at this. Look at what this is. This is a satanic show. It's dark. There are parents that are sending their children to this stuff. Look at it. This is hell on stage. They think this is cool to bring hell to light. Why? Again, ask yourselves, why does Hollywood need the satanic to be glorified, the satanic to be normalized? Why does it need your children and you to believe that the satanic is harmless, that the satanic is inviting, that the satanic is somehow, cultural and artsy? Why? Why? Because then maybe you'll start doubting God. Maybe you'll start thinking, all this other stuff. I'm living this holy, virtuous life. I don't need to be doing that. Maybe it's all garbage. Oh, yeah. Maybe you start changing, the way you live into a more morally bankrupt way of life. Who does that help? Who does it help? It helps the power of evil. You have to broaden your mind and really think outside the box. And this was not always easy for me, by the way, to do. It wasn't. It was just very hard for me to understand these large concepts of just this, what the supernatural, like what is that? Because I'm very literal. Very, very literal. I'm like 2 + 2 is 4. That's how I am. So if I can't see it and I can't touch it, it's so hard for me. It's so hard for me to wrap my head around it. So I understand that sentiment, but that is what faith is. You can't see it and you can't touch it, and you will find it. In Andrew Tate's words, as he said, when you see dark, you will see light. I promise you. Okay, so we talk about, the elevation of the satanic in society, in Hollywood, everywhere, in media. We see that we're now being encouraged to be a secular society. I remember when I was younger, I was probably in high school, and my mom had a friend who was very religious. And I remember saying, I was in Catholic school at the time, and there was just stuff that I saw that was like, just didn't seem true to the word. It was like there were people there who were teaching, who wanted to say they were practicing Catholicism, but their behaviors indicated otherwise. And that bothered me. So I saw hypocrisy and I just rejected the whole thing. It was like, I can't. This doesn't seem authentic. Something's wrong here. And maybe I was just around the wrong people. That happens too. Human beings are flawed. And not everyone who claims to be religious is actually practicing that in their real lives. That's something you come to learn as an adult. But I remember her saying to me, "Are you religious?" And me saying, "I'm more spiritual than religious." You notice a lot of people say that. Deli, do you hear people saying that now more than ever? They say, and what does that really mean? That means
it's just a trend.
It's a trend.
Yeah.
It means like, I believe in the universe and, good and evil, but you're either afraid or you're not yet at the point where you're willing to say God, the devil. Sometimes when you say the devil, everyone's like, "Oh, she's nuts. She's nuts. When you say God, some people will call you nuts, the atheists, of course. But when you say the devil, people are like, oh my God, because they imagine a cartoon character. You know, they imagine this cartoon. And by the way, the reason that the media always puts concerts on and stuff like this is because they want you to see it as a cartoon. So that when somebody really talks about the power of Satan, you see it as, oh yeah, I mean, how could it be so bad? The guy's dressing up in costumes, the little Halloween devil costume. You're detached from the reality of what could potentially exist out there that's very powerful and very, very dark. You're thinking of it in terms of, oh, harmless. They need you to see it as harmless. If you like the short clip and want to watch the full episode, click here. And if you want to connect with me one-on-one on Connect, you're going to click right here. Let's get to talking.